Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Batman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. A lot of people wonder how do you do the show, Sam? How do you manage to be funny in all of your episodes? How do you do that thing that you do with the funny and whatever? I've never actually had anyone ask me that, but I can only imagine that it's on everyone's mind at least some point during one of these episodes. So I'm now going to tell you, since it's in such high mental demand. Basically, I use the law of averages with this. It's a very simple method to use, in comedy. Basically, you just say things. You just keep saying and doing goofy shit until somebody laughs. And when somebody laughs, it's funny. I mean, with all of the stuff you say, something in there has got to be funny, The law of averages is one of those things that has to hit for some reason and become funny. And, it's a little harder online because it's not an immediate feedback, so I just say a lot of things, and I just try to, have a video be long enough and ramble on with a bunch of my strange shit until somebody finally actually laughs. I would assume that somebody has to laugh at something I've said at some point in however many episodes I've done by now, so, that's, throughout the entire show, if I get at least one laugh, it's all worth it. And the real trick, though, is that you want to leave them laughing, as they say. I didn't technically come up with that, but I think I have the largest credit to that phrase. And basically, you want to stop after you make someone laugh. You want to be done. Like, if you're in a room with someone and you make a joke, right, or trying to do something funny, because it's really just trial and error, really. No one knows what's funny. And then someone laughs, and you leave the room. Because if you keep trying to be funny after that, you're fucked. You're screwed. You're doinked. Bamboozled is what you are at that point. Because then you have to wait until you get another funny thing, and then after that there's that weird gap between where it's like, oh, so you were trying to be funny that whole time? Because you could play off the other stuff as, no, I wasn't really trying to be funny before that, it was all lead up to the one thing that was funny, and to kind of punctuate how funny the funny thing I said actually was, because that's what I meant to do. You can kind of play a psychological game and try to, justify it and make yourself feel better, as well as making yourself look better to other people, even if you're lying to everyone at the same time, including yourself. But the thing is, it's a little tricky when you're in a car because, if it's stationary, fine, but when it's moving, man, just, I don't know. It's just, you gotta tuck and roll, and it's dangerous, and really that's not the time nor the place for joking. I mean, I say just ask the guy who came up with the what's the deal with airline food line, but the first person to come up with that one, is dead because they had to jump out of the airplane. It was very tragic, and that's why no one really talks about it that much. But that is the origin of the joke. Someone actually did that. So, please respect that and understand that when you're saying that line, you're just say it respectfully. Have some respect for the dead. Okay? And that is basically how I'm funny. That's how comedy works, and now you can just try that for yourself, or don't. You could just leave it to professionals like me, but I don't know. Did any of that hit? Because I'm just gonna pretend that it did. If all this fails, of course, you can always slip on a banana peel, whether it's an accident, it just naturally happens that you fall over by slipping on a banana peel, or if it is, intentional, as long as you make it look real, As long as you actually get physically hurt from slipping on a banana peel, that's always funny. That is funny to everyone. It's funny in all cultures. It's just even someone with the most refined sense of humor can truly appreciate the human suffering and the hilarity that it was caused by the peel of a banana. So keep those two things in mind, and that's how I do it. So if I'm not going to do a video of me slipping on a banana peel because that would be outrageous. I don't have a banana peel. I don't know if I could even make it look believable. I don't know. Point is that's why I do the rambling things, because my skills of slipping on banana peels just aren't up to snuff yet. And once I get to that point, I'll definitely upgrade my humor to that. Look forward to that in the near future or far future. A future that is beyond today, because today is not the future except for the future of yesterday. And on that note, I'm going to leave. Oh, I should step over this banana peel that's on the ground here. There we go. See? No one got hurt. It's not funny, but hey, I'm working on it. Next time, one of these times I'm going to forget that banana peel is there. And when I do, hilarity. Hilarity.
What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam?